pats you on the back and call you holy. You want to get your life out of the dirt so the potential of the vine can come forth in your life through the branch. Because if we don't like what's being produced, we better look at what our life has been touching lately. Hallelujah. And so here comes the gardener. Mary said, I thought you were the gardener. He says, I am. Now, so the King James says, every branch in me, let me make sure I'm not saying this the wrong. In me, every branch in me, do y'all see that? In me. Look at the preposition, in me. Not around me, not somehow connected, but in me, that beareth not fruit. The purpose of your life, Romans chapter 8, the purpose of my life is to be conformed into the image of the Son of God. Our life is to be a conformity to the image that was shown to us through the person of Jesus Christ. If that image is not being produced, if we are not producing that image, then here comes the gardener, recognizing that the reason we are not producing fruit, even though there's a life flow made available to us, the problem is through stubbornness, the branch is touching the dirt. The dirt is robbing the branch of its potential to produce. So the Father comes and He taketh away the branch. So for years, I was taught, here comes the gardener, and he says, well, you're not doing what you ought to do, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut you off. Amen. And so we have been telling people for years that when Christ is looking, the gardener is watching over you, and if you are not producing, He's going to cut you off and take you away and burn you up. And so instead of motivating us to do better, what it's done is it's terrified some folk to say, well, I don't know what to do now. Now listen to things. I'm not saying that He tolerates stubbornness unending. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this is a word right here in the Greek. It's the word ero or iro. And it's not the word take away like we think of the word take away. Now, that translation, I've never seen iro interpreted that way. Iro, as I learned it, means to lift up. So what the gardener does, before, now listen, you say, no, hold on, Pastor, hold on. He says He wants to bring you so he can put you in the fire, so He can burn you up. Well, exactly. That is exactly what He wants to do. He wants you to touch the consuming fire of God and get some things right in your life. Yeah. Now, I'm not talking about hell. Anybody get afraid? It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about hell. Okay? I'm talking about He's dealing with His branches in Him. This is all in the context of in me, not outside of me. Not folk who are not really saved and acting like they're saved. This is people that are in me. So here's what the gardener does. So instead of the gardener just looking to just cut you off and throw you away, the gardener comes up with a way where he can lift you up. Because now, if he can get us out of the dirt, all of a sudden these nutrients that are coming from sources that the man's eye cannot see can begin to bring life again to this branch. And the potential is for this branch to live again. The gardener will go through his vineyard and he'll look for branches that are touching the dirt and he'll lift them up. And that's the easy part of his job. Because I don't have time to talk about it tonight, but here's what we'll come back to. His second half of his job is that he's going to cut back the branches that are bearing fruit.